Our today's horror story comes from Outrageous Rain 4279. There are 4,000 outrageous rains. I don't understand why, where those numbers come from.
Maybe it's like their birthday, April 2nd, 1979 or something. Yeah, instead of being Outrageous Rain 3, they put in a number that means something to them.
Or it is a riddle.
Maybe.
They are 79 and made this account when they were 42. And we have to decide like when he made his account mathematically. It is going to be
37 years ago.
37. No, he is he was born at 79
Yeah.
and he made it when he was 42. So it is going to be 2021. Yeah, 2021.
It could be. Yeah, that could be it. You solved the riddle.
2024. Okay, my theory correct. The story comes with the title DM freaks out over My Fighter's War starting equipment. There are a bunch of awesome DMs in all of those horror stories. If you don't want to meet one of those, you can join one of our games, mine or John's or mine.
Yeah.
Following the links in the description, you will have much better experience.
We joke around about being unhinged in our games, but we're unhinged in fun.
In my game, John jumps over a bed trying to wake up a guy who can't roll higher than 9, trying to wake up on his shift to guard.
I also grabbed a pile of dishes and yelled Leroy Jenkins and ran into the kitchen just because a listener asked me to. I'm still annoyed writing this, so forgive me if I sound too harsh. This was 5 days ago, so this must be pretty recent. So I joined this campaign for D&D 5e online on Discord a couple months back, and at first it wasn't too bad. We ran a module and everything was pretty fun, though it was more of a hack and slash type game. Eventually, we finish the module, everything is great, and we make new characters. But ooh, this time it's a hardcore game we can play. I've seen some hardcore games before, and they looked fun, so I was on board with it. I make my character a rogue soul knife.
In our weekly online game, which you can also watch following the playlist. There is a playlist where
that happens.
Nissa is our rogue soul knife.
She's teaching my character, who's an artificer, how to be more sneaky. So he's an artificer rogue now.
Last time an NPC noticed her in the bushes because she wasn't all that sneaky, and she came up with a creative idea.
Just when you thought nobody ever talked about going to the bathroom in D&D, Nissa did. All right, so I make my character a rogue soul knife, which is promptly ripped out of the game on session 2 with a brutal death by some psychic creature thing my DM homebrewed, which convinced my character they were an old friend and needed their help. I asked so many questions, obviously, and this old friend answered them all accurately. So great, my character is otherwise lured into the tree line and ripped apart in 2 turns by some bear thing that was made specifically to counter my rogue, to stop them from disengaging and hiding away. It has blind sight. He created a perfect rogue killer monster.
cheating again.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Little bit cheating.
It doesn't make all that logical sense. You have to have it in your games.
Yeah, and even if you do create a rogue killing machine, how do you know it's the rogue that it's gonna see and attack? What if it sees the fighter first and now it's fighting the fighter? So afterwards, the DM says something like,
"Oh, if you just hit it, then it would have been blinded since you do psychic damage."
Okay, this thing attacked me 3 times doing 20 damage from a single hit, putting me at 4 hit points. there is no world where I could have attacked it randomly. It is what it is, I say, and I start working on making a fighter Echo Knight, since the party desperately needs frontline, as they nearly TPK'd on an unbalanced encounter with some constructs. The DM is very excited that I'll be playing a frontline character until, wait, hang on, is that chainmail? I just looked it up, and it actually takes 750 hours to make chainmail in real life. So that's going to cost you 1,000 gold. You can't start with it.
Yeah. Also, there are no bear things that live their lives only to encounter a rogue, okay? There are also, in real life, there are no mage hands. Mage.
So the writer says, what? That makes no sense. We argued for a bit, and I really tried my best, but they would not budge for whatever reason, citing all their made-up reasons. Then they finally say,
How am I supposed to hit you with a 19 AC otherwise?
Legit question. Yes.
that is a terrible DM question, though. Then throw spellcasters at them. Make them roll saving throws. Maybe dex, since they probably, with that much armor, have a disadvantage on dex.
They are walking like this in a Dorothy, in a Oz Wizard metal.
Yeah.
Wood lumber, or how do you call it
the
in
Tin
English?
Man. The Tin Man.
The Tin Man, yeah.
So apparently the writer says to him, use saving throws. Just like I just suggested. Not to mention, with 19 AC, I'm sacrificing a lot of damage using a shield for defense. A hold person would literally destroy my fighter. Can't move, can't do damage. Unfortunately, I have to leave the campaign after they refuse to lower the cost, as I know they use the same reason to inflate the cost of plate mail to an insane price. It's such BS to insert realism into a fantasy game, severely nerfing me for no reason, right next to the wizard who would have had an higher AC with me or than me with mage armor. That's pretty stupid.
But like 1,000 gold pieces. How does economics work? If resurrecting a person, resurrection, bringing him back to life, costs half less than just simple plate mail, which every guard wears. They are wearing what, fortune on them that can be destroyed with a single sword.
I've got a guy, I think they're 6th level now, and he's got like a 20 base AC. I just keep throwing spells at him. When they get in a fight and the first couple guys can't hit him because of his armor, the rest of them go after the spellcasters. They're not going to just keep wailing on his armor, unable to hit him. They're going to go after everybody else. So it balances that way. Once his whole team is down and he's by himself, they're going to beat the crap out of him. It's just a matter of time. So there's a couple edits. Edit 1 is I managed to snag another campaign on the D&D Beyond forums. I'll be playing a pugilist this time. And edit 2, forgot to mention the survival checks the DM had us make to not get lost going to and from a convoy settlement that was 15 minutes away. I had to argue with him after session to at least let people know if they'll get taken out of the game for hours at a time by a skill check because a poor cleric got lost on the way after being told to report to the settlement. So he made them get lost and sit out of the game. What a dick.